Hi guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let's turn on post notifications. So Cardi B puts herself on blast by admitting that she is doing a PR stunt on Spaces. And then on top of that, she also talks about how she will be completely lonely on her birthday because she no longer has a family. She also talked about that on Spaces.
I just want to tell you guys something, right?
Ash
The
Miracle.
internet is insane. All these rumors are so crazy. That's why I don't want to address it, because I feel like shit is funny. I'm gonna just let it ride out because I think it's
Ash
cute. It's
Miracle.
funny. Now let people think what they want to think. Let me know if I should throw a party this Saturday, because I really don't want to do nothing for my fucking birthday. I don't even want to get dressed for my birthday. Like, I just want to be in bed. Like, the way that I have been on the go, party, work, meetings, I don't want to do anything but be in bed. But then all my friends is like, oh no, you should go out. We need to go out. You should throw a party. You're single. You're this. You're that. We need to have fun. You need to live your life. So I don't know. Should I throw a party? I don't know. And also, don't pay attention to these. Don't pay attention to the online. Make sure y'all get your WAP coins. Make sure y'all get your little WAP coins. And I'm not hacked. And yeah, I got a lot of surprises coming up. Everything is lining up perfectly. And everything is coming out right. So yeah, just wanted to say that. Bye.
So Cardi B basically says she is not going to clear up the rumors of her allegedly dating bottom bussy Trayvon Diggs, because at the end of the day, it's bringing controversy. And now she teasing new music. So she just admitted that basically this is a PR stunt. And she also said that she was not hacked and that she really is scamming her fans with this Bitcoin post. Okay, she basically admitted to that. Now it looks like one female rapper is calling out Botch and Bitter for scamming. Iggy tweeted, LMFAO, if y'all fall for the scam, then I can't help you. Only $mother provides. Okay, so allegedly this is shade towards Cardi B. Let me know how y'all feel about that. I didn't know Iggy and Cardi had beef. I'm like, damn, why is Iggy shading Cardi B like that? I didn't know they had issues. Now, I know she had issues with Megan Thee Stallion, but even if Cardi B is scamming, what that got to do with you? Okay? No shade. But, she is right. If y'all fall for that scam, then y'all are really dumb and delusional. So she is right about that. Now, moving on from that, fans are requesting that Doja Cat headline Coachella for a second time in a row. A lot of fans want her to headline again. As it has been reported earlier this week, Rihanna and Kung Fu Kenny turned Coachella down. Okay, so they're still trying to find artists to headline. Okay, some people are saying, why did they not ask Wayne? Everybody was caping for Lil Wayne, when he was not asked to perform at the Super Bowl. Why won't they ask Wayne? Okay. I think that if Nicki wants, I think Nicki should headline, especially if she dropping an album next year. Okay, which she did say she was doing. Dropping a single and then headlining Coachella would be a very good look for Nicki. Okay, maybe they should ask one of the pop girlies to headline, like Sabrina Carpenter. But a lot of fans want Doja Cat to headline for a second year in a row because she did such a great job earlier this year headlining Coachella, and she did do her own world tour. Now, moving on to Nicki Minaj. Will Nicki Minaj take over 2025? after she finishes up her world tour? And will she go on hiatus? Now, the Pink Friday 2 second leg tour, I believe it ends October 11th, which is in the next few days. A lot of fans are hoping that after the tour that she goes on a hiatus, okay, and then comes back with a fire single for the next era. I definitely think Nicki should go on hiatus. I think she needs the general public and the people to miss her. I think that she definitely needs to rest. She's been touring for a lot of months. So she definitely deserves to rest. And I think that can help build up momentum for the next era. Okay? I definitely think that it will help her build up that momentum for the general public, not the barbs, but I'm talking about the general public to miss her. And then on top of that, I feel like Nicki, she got to come back swinging. Because Cardi B and Doja Cat are dropping next year. And so is Megan Thee Stallion. I do think Megan, even though she's dropping a deluxe, I can see her dropping more music in 2025. I don't think any of the female rappers are going to really take a break, especially when Nicki Minaj is out, because they want to be in her algorithm, okay? And they're going to want to sneak this. So, of course, it would make sense for them to all drop, when Nicki Minaj is dropping, okay? So, I definitely think she should come back with the fire collaborations, with a Chart Obsessed Racist or Rihanna collaboration. I know the Kung Fu Kenny collaboration ain't gonna happen. Okay, that's out the window. And I think Nicki Minaj should be able to headline Coachella. That would be fire to come back and headline Coachella. That would be fire. And I think Nicki Minaj needs to bring Roman back and come back with a fire, catchy diss record. A lot of people did not care for Bigfoot, right? But I think Nicki Minaj could come harder with a fire diss record and take shots at Camel Face and Megan and all the other ops. And a lot of people might say, oh, she don't need to do that. But if she could tweet and go on Station Head and throw shade, she definitely can get in the booth and write a diss record. Okay? Because if you can throw shade on social media, you can do it in the record. Now, moving on from that, with Camel Toe and Queen Bee putting their foot on people's necks and handing out lawsuits left and right. Okay, we're going to get into more detail about that a little bit later. Fans want Cardi B to stay quiet and let Milagro, aka Mob Radio, continue to spread fake rumors. And I guess they want Cardi B to sue Mob Radio like she did Tasha K. Okay? Now, I remember Cardi B threatening to sue Mob Radio, okay, a few years ago. And I don't think that she went through with it because she don't really have nothing to sue Mob Radio for. Now, Mob Radio posted that she received a cease and desist from Off the Cheat. So a lot of people are saying that Cardi B is next to send her one. I'm like, damn, these celebrities are not playing around. First, Camel Face and Queen Bee getting videos taken down. Champagne Thickum sent a cease and desist to Fashion Nova. And now, Off the Cheat is sending a cease and desist to Mob Radio. And people are hoping that Cardi B sends one and that she sues Mob Radio. They're saying that she should get more than $4 million. But I don't really think she got a case with Mob Radio. Has Mob Radio said anything defaming of Off the Cheat and Cardi B? I don't think so. I think that some of these celebrities are a little bit sensitive. But it's getting very interesting in these Hollywood streets. Nobody is caping for Cardi B, and I think she's tired of blogs and YouTubers of holding her accountable. Okay, I think she don't like to be held accountable for her actions, and she don't like to be called out. That's her main issue with a lot of these different blogs. Nobody is defaming her. She's being held accountable for what she does. Now, moving on from that, Megan Thee Stallion is named the 13th biggest artist of the year for the Hollywood Reporter's Platinum Power Player list. Okay, she's the only female rapper listed. Okay, so she was the 13th biggest artist of the year. Let me know if you guys agree with that. I mean, I would have to agree. I think that this was a good year for Megan Thee Stallion. If she accepts this award, which she probably will, I think she should thank Camel Face and Nicki Minaj. Okay, Nicki Minaj actually probably should have signed, Megan Thee Stallion to Heavy on it when Megan was going through her issues with 1501. Okay, because at the end of the day, Nicki gives Megan a look. Camel Face gives Megan a look too, but a lot of people big up Megan Thee Stallion and, try to push Megan Thee Stallion to give Megan Thee Stallion sympathy because she beefing with Nicki Minaj. People don't really care about the backing she's getting from Devil Nation. Okay? Because that's mostly backing like brand deals and, certain opportunities like the documentary that she got coming out. But when it comes to the music, people are not buying it unless she's dissing Nicki Minaj or if Nicki Minaj is dragging her. That's the only time people really buy her music. Piss was like her only really big single this whole year. Mamushi didn't even go top 20. So that's a sign. Now moving on to Queen B. So Queen B, Kelly, and Solange help honor Tina Knowles for Woman of the Year. Okay, she was honored with several other celebrity moms. I think it was Selena Gomez's mom, Travis Kelce's mom, and Billie Eilish's mom, who also were honored by Glamour magazine, I believe, for Woman of the Year. Okay? And everyone looked amazing. I'm sorry, Queen B. Unfortunately, Kelly ate you up in this picture. No shade. I think the bleach blonde hair sometimes ages you in certain lighting. But Kelly ate you up this time. Okay? Kelly looked like she's like 32, 33, 35. Okay? Queen B, unfortunately, in this picture, you look like you 47. Okay? So Kelly ate you up this time, but you could come back around and, try to make up for that. But the point of the matter is, congratulations to Tina Knowles, for being honored. I think it was Kelly, Queen B, and Solange who gave speeches. A lot of people think that, this is a distraction for the Diddy situation, but I don't really think it's a distraction. If we're talking about mothers who have helped, a celebrity child's career, Tina Knowles definitely helped Queen B, especially when it came to certain business deals. I remember they did House of Darion together. Now they're doing Sacred. House of Darion unfortunately flopped, but I think Sacred will be more successful. And I remember Tina making Destiny Child's clothes. Now, moving on from that, Sabrina Carpenter's Taste has now sold over 1 million units in the U.S. So congratulations to Sabrina Carpenter on that. Has been a very successful year for Sabrina. And then on top of that, Sabrina Carpenter's Espresso now has the most weeks in the top 10 on the Hot 100 for any song released this year. 25 weeks. Okay? And Espresso is a hit. I do think that Espresso deserves a Grammy. I don't think Sabrina deserved a Grammy for Best New Artist because you're not new. Okay? That was a scam. But she do deserve a Grammy for Espresso and for Please, Please, Please. Okay? I would not mind that. Now, Queen B and Camel Face's attorney, Alex Spiro, says that he did not send Piers Morgan a cease and desist. He sent him an ultimatum. The ultimatum was remove the false accusation or a court is going to order you to. Okay? And this is what he had to say on TMZ.
Were you kind of ready for something like this to eventually happen?
Listen, there's rumors and then there's nonsense, and this is one step further, right? This is a pointed and formal accusation of something. I felt they needed to be responded to. So I think somebody reported it was a cease and desist. It wasn't that. It was quite bluntly an ultimatum, which is remove that false accusation that's demonstrably false, or a court's going to order you to. And so I think he made the wise choice and acted accordingly.
He meaning Piers Morgan.
Removing it and apologizing for it, yes. What changed here in my mind is that somebody on a so-called journalistic platform exploited that kind of random rumor mill, whether it's disconnected from reality or what have you, and lifted it up. And by doing that, they not only caused harm here, but they are also droning out the voices of real victims. And by doing that to get clicks, it didn't just harm the Carters. What he did effectively was to drone out the voices of actual victims in an ongoing case, in an ongoing investigation. And that was too much for me.
Are you in the process of making sure that it is taken down everywhere?
What I am here to say is that in a situation as serious as this, somebody who puts themselves out as a journalist should not effectively take advantage of the situation and exploit somebody in this way. And so that's the real reason for action.
Does it strike you a little bit that there's been a lot of silence in Hollywood in the wake of all of this?
Well, as to the Carters, I can tell you that when they put their foot down on something as they did here, they are sending a message. And if they can't stand up and make sure right from wrong, then who can? I've always believed that the truth will come out in courtrooms, and I'm sure the truth will come out.
Okay, so Queen B and Camel Face are not playing around. They're not sending out a cease and desist, which is a warning. They're sending out an ultimatum. But an ultimatum and a warning and a cease and desist is kind of the same thing. Okay? Because basically you sent him a warning. You just didn't sue. You basically told him to take it down or I'm going to sue. And that's basically what a cease and desist is. Okay? But I respect it, okay? They said that Jaguar Wright, Piers Morgan, they're drowning out the real victims. And that the allegations against them are completely false. So let me know how y'all feel about that. I just hope that Camel Face especially, I'm not really too worried about Queen B, but Camel Face especially don't get exposed, especially by Diddy in court, because Diddy is testifying, and hopefully he don't throw his peers under the bus. Allegedly he might, but if he testify and throw Camel Face under the bus, it's not going to look too good. Okay, so let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, moving on from that, it has been reported that Champagne Thickums has chosen to keep up his scammy boycott and has allegedly not submitted any of his work, including his eligible studio album For All the Dogs. His only submissions are songs in which he is featured on You My Everything for Best Melodic Rap Performance, and that is Sexy Red's song. It was on her EP. And then Sideways, a dance pop feature that he did. So, I can respect it. Maybe Nicki Minaj should have done that instead of submitting her music, just in case they play in her face. Because she submitted Pink Friday too. Champagne Thickums and The Weeknd are not submitting any of their music. They're on the same label as Nicki Minaj, and they're keeping up with their boycott because they feel like the scammies is political and that it doesn't treat artists very well. Okay, and if you guys remember, Champagne Thickums, he did do a scammy speech back in 2019 when he won a scammy, and he said that, the trophies didn't matter, and they cut his mic. Okay, that was back in 2018. So, since then, he hasn't really supported the scammies. But I also think the main reason why Champagne Thickums really don't support the scammies is because Kung Fu Kenny got I think it's 17 Grammys, and Champagne Thickums only got 3 or 4. So I feel like that's the main reason why he don't really mess with the scammies. And that's what really started the boycott, is because Kung Fu Kenny dominates when it comes to the scammies, and Champagne Thickums, unfortunately, does not. Now, scary as J. Cole, who has been removed from the big three, will be receiving Donkey of the Day, okay? He did a collaboration called Port Antonio. He said, I pulled the plug because when I see where it was about to go, they wanted blood. They wanted clicks to make my pockets grow. He said, I wouldn't have lost the battle. I would have lost a bro. I would have gained a foe, and all for what? Well, no shade to J. Cole. I definitely think you would have lost, okay? That 7-minute warning song you put out as a diss to Kung Fu Kenny was trash. Then he said, Jermaine is no king if that means I gotta dig up dirt and pay the whole team of algorithm bots N-words just to sway the whole thing on social media, competing for your favorable memes. Now, some people feel like this was shade towards Kung Fu Kenny, like he was insinuating Kung Fu Kenny was paying for bots, okay? Which I definitely don't believe, because Kung Fu Kenny not even on social media like that. I don't really think Kung Fu Kenny cares about the social media aspect of music and trying to sway the general public. That is Champagne Thickums. That's why he was texting and calling whackademics to push certain narratives. Then he said, my friend went to war. I walked away with all the blood on me. No, you walked away looking like a scary cat. Okay, because you didn't really want to smoke. You didn't want your dirt to come to light. Now, I got the dirt that Kung Fu Kenny has on J. Cole on Patreon, if you want that tea. But you didn't want your dirt to come to light. That's basically what it was. Don't try to act like you walked away because you wanted to maintain your friendship with Kung Fu Kenny and Champagne Thickums, because Champagne Thickums don't mess with you. Okay, let's be very clear. So you still kind of lost the friendship. So don't try to act like that really mattered. You were scared of the tea coming out, and you looked like a quitter. You looked like a simp. You looked like you didn't want to smoke, and that's just what it is. And you have been disqualified from the big three. Okay? Champagne Thickums is out of the big three for me too. To me, the big three right now is Future, Nicki Minaj, and Kung Fu Kenny. Now, he also said, they said I'm picking sides, don't lie on me, my N-word, the start of another war. Hey, Champagne Thickums, you always will be my N-word. I ain't ashamed to say you did a lot for me, my N-word. Okay, well, obviously, he helped you go number one. That was your first number one. Okay, he brought you out on tour when you didn't really need to go on tour because nobody was really checking for you, J. Cole, like that. No shade. But you did pick a side. You did a song with ASAP the Colorist, okay, recently. You also did a record with Daylight, which is on TDE. You did a song with Metro and Future, which is on their albums. So you did pick a side. How you collaborate with all Champagne Thickums ops and then say you didn't pick a side? See, this is why I cannot stand these light-skinned niggas. They always just lie, and lie. Why are you trying to act like you didn't collaborate with all his ops after the beef? Why are you trying to act like you didn't do that? You did. You just did the song with ASAP the Colorist. You know Champagne Thickums don't mess with him. And I get it. You get along with everybody, but you picked a side and you got to stay there. So, J. Cole, I'm going to have to give you Donkey of the Day for trying to be delusional, okay? And then acting like you didn't back out because you were scared. You were scared. You didn't want the smoke with Kung Fu Kenny. And on top of that, you still lost a friend. You're talking about, oh, I would have lost a friend. You still lost one. You lost Champagne Thickums. He don't mess with you no more. You know, and no shade. I don't need to hear another J. Cole record again. I'm tired of J. Cole. I think he needs to go on hiatus. Same thing with Champagne Thickums. They have both been removed out of the big three. And the big three now is Kung Fu Kenny, Nicki Minaj, and Future. And that's where it will be as for now. Okay. So anyway, I got some very hot tea on Patreon. Link would be in the description. Have a great day.